Greetings and salivations. All right, today, under the tutelage of Gary Pierce, our phone number 0455555555. I always set up at the bottom, and I'm having a lot of trouble getting in there, and when I do flick it up, it goes right. So
Gave that to get my release right under my jaw there, so it's in line with my eye. I mean, that's only logical, isn't it?
What's going on have it out. So I've just been, Gary's noticed that, so what I'm doing now is I'm setting up my sight up the top here, and then when my bubble's right and everything, I'm coming down onto it, and I'm shooting much better. If we put that one there, Gary, off you go. There's your, you want to use that as a demonstration stick?
What I was talking about with Greg, he had a few left and right issues, and people got to understand how important the bubble is. What's happening is when you're sighting on centre, on target here, that's where your dot is on your scope, but you've got to realise that your arrow is actually down here, coming out of your bow. So what happens, if you've got your bow slightly canned, like you've got your bubble where it should be, it actually swings like that. So your impact point could actually effectively be over here, because your bubble or your bow's been canted. So that's the thing you've got to remember. And what you have to do, or what I do and what I try to coach, is if people are setting up the shoot, you go through your normal shoot routine, above target, you get your equal light value around your peep, around your scope, you set your bubble, you come down on target. When you do it that way, the only thing you're thinking about is releasing with that dot in the right spot. If you're coming on target, you're trying to get your bubble set, trying to get your equal light value, there's too much happening down here. You've got to do it off target. Generally, the accepted way is high, drift down, because you've probably realised, particularly you more experienced guys, once you drop down centre, it's damn hard to come back up.
It is.
You're better off maybe starting again. I coached a young girl for many years. She used to actually side off to the left and drift across. I didn't like the way she did it, but it worked for her. I wasn't going to change it, it was working. Everybody's different, I understand that, and you've got to realise that too, but to get everything set before you come on target, that's the best thing, because you're not distracted. The only thing you've got to think about is that dot smack in the middle.
I just want to slip in there and say this, that I have been going low, and sometimes I just cannot get it up. It just won't go up. So I'm going to change that now, and I'm going to set my shot up here, and then fall down into the shot, because I tell you, it's really hard coming from the bottom up. I can testify to that. And then you just do a drive-by. You just give up and you just go, yeah, bang! Like that. All right. Trent-on-Stoke. I've been there. It's a beautiful place. It is. All right then. Look at this. Gary said that I should be, did you say that the last time? That we explained it to them. So you get your peep even around your sight.
Equal light value.
You get equal light value, you get your bubble on here, and then I came down this way. I always come up, and sometimes I get stuck there, and I just flick it up and do a drive-by. So look at this, I've got an X, peanut and a peanut, and down here it would have been a peanut, but it was slightly to the right. So that's much better. So I'm just going to go back and do a few more of those, and set myself at the top, and just slowly come down, settle, and shoot that way. I reckon if you get caught underneath, and I reckon that's why you do drive-bys as well, because you've got to flick the arrow up. But I didn't feel any flick or need to flick then, because I was just coming down straight. Gary, kudos.
I'm glad I can do it.
Hey Greg.
Okay, well that worked. A bit high on that one. They're all 10s. A bit loose, but, you know. We've got to be hitting the X. We can't.
So how do you think it feels starting at the top and dropping in?
Much better, because I think when I'm at the bottom, you would look at these. If you come, let's just come a little closer. Look at all my errors on the right. Look at all the errors on the right. Where are the errors on the left? There isn't any. So this is my theory: is that when I'm low and I'm trying to get up, I flick it up, and a flick up is also going to flick it right, because of the setup and the weight of the bow. So if I come down, I can't flick anymore. So I've just really got to get this into my system. And also Gary said not to pull back and get on there. So I'm pulling back like that and just leaving my head exactly where it is. So I'm incorporating that as well. There's quite a few things I'm thinking about now, but if I can get them all into the process without having to think about it, I think I'll be an X shooter like Jimi. But Jimmy's having a bad day today. I wouldn't. But usually he always wins on X's, aren't you? You're the X champ.
Try to be.
We'll see you later. Don't forget, Black and Blue Archery. Subscribe, click all the buttons.